Okay, we're out in the front yard. This is the Parkway sidewalk, which, by the way, Parkway sidewalks are beyond the scope of this inspection. But we've got some movement here. If it's less than 3 inches, I understand it's not actually a trip hazard. But I also know that if I was in multi-housing, if I was at a multi-housing facility or a commercial facility, retail, and there's a crack like this on the walkway, we'd painted it red or white, something to call somebody's attention to that. Now, does this belong to the city? I believe it does, but this belongs to the city too, but you'll get a fine for not mowing it. So anyway, there's some discussion there. There's a couple solutions. I mean, none of them are attractive. You could paint it, or you could grind it down so that it's smooth, you know, or you could wait for the city to replace the sidewalk. If you wanted to expedite replacing the sidewalk, sometimes in the past, years ago, my neighbor wanted to do that, and the city said, well, we'll hook you up with our vendors and we'll split the cost with you. But there was some suspicion. You know, my client got a bid from an independent, and it was about the same price as half the vendor's cost from the city. So my neighbor chose to just use his own contractor. So anyway, that's not what I do. Watch out, watch your toe, don't stub it. This is what I do. This is your water meter, and if you look inside of here, you see this little red wheel right there, that little sprocket? Okay, some people call that a cheater wheel or a cheater paddle. That's a flow indicator. It's very sensitive, and if the water's if that wheel is moving, water's flowing. So go look for your leak. Okay. Now right here, see that valve? It's parallel. Parallel is on. Perpendicular is off. Okay. Now that's on this side of the meter. That belongs to the utility company. That belongs to the water company. City, if you will. You're not supposed to be using that. Not supposed to be. And there's a reason why I went into such detail about that. I missed a call. Oh well. The reason why I went into such detail about that is because we're walking up here, and we're walking to the house, right? See these rusty L handles right here? These are the main water shutoff valves to the house. These valves are buried in the ground. They were in there since 1964. What's going to happen? Okay, I can't promise you this, but I'm going to tell you. If you have something goes on wrong in the house, you need to turn the water off in an emergency shutoff valve. You're going to come out here and you're going to turn the water off here. And then you're going to go out to the meter and turn the water off at the meter, because this valve just broke. And so now you're going to be repairing whatever was inside the house, and then you're going to be digging that up and replacing it. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but at my home, we turn it off at the meter. So I can't say that you don't have a water shutoff valve. I can't say that, because you do. We're looking at it right there. There's your water shut. There's your main shutoff valve. You've got one. It's buried. It's old. It's not trustworthy. All three of your exterior faucets. You have one on the west side that's inside of an irrigation ditch. I'll show you. Have shown you already. You got one on the back wall. I've shown you already. And this one, the one on the front and the back, this piping should have been insulated, and a metal rod, something like that, should have been driven in the ground next to it, and it should be strapped to it to give it some support, so it's just not up there just all loosey-goosey like that. We're looking between 40 and 80 psi. Yahoo! Okay, we got like 75 psi. And that's my equipment. I guess I need that washer. It's time for me to update my equipment. We got about 75 psi. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not over 80. So that's where we're at. The gas meter is in the alley on the outside of the fence. This is the north wall. The south wall is where the gas enters. You saw that in another video. What I haven't seen is a lawn sprinkler main shutoff. There's another thing. Well, no, actually, I do this. I do inspect lawn sprinklers. That's just the water deal. I don't have my own water shutoff valve. I mean, excuse me, a sprinkler main water check valve. Where is that?